everyone, I'm Priyanka Shah and welcome to my YouTube channel Mathalite. In this video, we'll continue solving exercise 21 from chapter Solids. So starting with question number 10. The area of a playground is 3650 square meter. Find the cost of covering it with gravel 1.2 centimeter deep if the gravel costs rupees 6.40 per cubic meter. There is a playground and its area is given. We don't know whether the playground is having the shape of a rectangle, square or circular. We don't know, okay, but its area is given. So let's say this is the playground, okay? Its area is given to us. Area of the playground is 3650 square meter. So first we'll see how to solve, then we'll solve with proper steps. So area of playground is given to us. Area of playground is 3650 square meter. We need to cover it with gravel. Gravel is small stones. Okay? Gravel are small stones. So the playground is to be covered with small stones. Okay? The gravel is covered 1.2 centimeter deep. That is the height of the gravel. Okay, so let's say the playground has been gravelled, पूरा stones लगा दिया है and ये stone का height है. Okay, so the height or depth of the gravel is 1.2 centimeter. Okay, so this gravel का height is 1.2 centimeter and it is covering the entire area, right? So it is covering the entire area with some height. Area with some height, that is, it is covering some volume, right? So area times the height, area into the height will give me the volume of the gravel required, right? So volume of the gravel required is the area of the playground, whatever is the area which is already given to us, into the height or the depth. Okay, height बोलो depth बोलो एक ही बात है. So area is 3650, depth is 1.2 centimeter. जो height या depth है it is given in centimeter. ये स्क्वायर मीटर में है, ये सेंटीमीटर में है. Cost of graveling is also in meter, per cubic meter. So you need to convert this to meter. नहीं convert करोगे तो आंसर wrong मिलेगा. So units should be same. Okay, so सेंटीमीटर को मीटर में convert करेंगे. Smaller to bigger unit you divide. Okay, so 100 centimeter make 1 meter, so you will divide by 100. So smaller to bigger you divide. ठीक है, so 1.2 divided by 100, so height हो जाएगा 1.2 divided by 100. I repeat, there is a playground which is to be gravelled. ठीक है, it has to be covered with gravel. So over here the gravel is having some height, okay, some depth. The depth is given to us. Okay, so basically it is covering some volume. Okay, so that volume is nothing but the area of the playground into the height up to which it has to be covered. Okay, so area into the height. So that will be 3650 into 1.2 upon 100. Area दिया है, height दिया है. Okay, so volume of the gravel we know. Now the gravel costs rupees 6.40 per cubic meter. Cost per cubic meter. Cost per cubic meter कितना है? 6.40. So cost for the entire playground. Cost for entire playground will be the volume of the playground, okay, volume up to which the gravel has to be covered, into the cost. right? So volume into the cost per cubic meter. वॉल्यूम ये मिल जाएगा, ये सॉल्व करके वॉल्यूम मिल जाएगा. So volume into the cost. Okay, you just have to calculate. So let us solve now with proper steps. First we'll write down the given information. So area of the playground is given, it is 3650 square meter. Then the height of graveling, it is 1.2 centimeter deep. So write down height or depth, whatever you want to write down, height or depth of covering with gravel. It is 1.2 centimeter. Area is in square meter. The cost of graveling is in cubic meter, right? Cost something per cubic meter. So this is in meter, this is in meter. तो इसको भी मीटर में कन्वर्ट करना है, ठीक है? So centimeter to meter, that is smaller to bigger, you will divide. So divide by how much? 100 centimeter make 1 meter, so divide by 100. Okay. So 1.2 divided by 100 meter. So height and depth पता है, area पता है, so volume of graveling I can find out, that is the volume of the ground to be covered with gravel. What will be the volume of the ground to be covered with gravel? It is nothing but the area into the height of graveling. जो भी एरिया है, ये एरिया में कवर करना है, तो एरिया इनटू द हाइट. ओके, सो एरिया ऑफ द प्लेग्राउंड इनटू हाइट और डेप्थ ऑफ कवरिंग विथ ग्रेवल. नाउ पुट द वैल्यूज. Area is 3650, height is 1.2 divided by 100. Okay, so 0 0 cancel हो जाएगा and 36.5, right, divided by 10 है, so 36.5 into 1.2. Forget the decimal point for now, let's multiply 365 into 12. 365 into 12. 365 into 10 कितना होगा? 3650, राइट? 365 into 2 करो बाद में और एड अप कर लो. सो 365 into 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are 12 plus 1 13 and 7. Okay, so 730. So we are getting 4380. After one number from right there is decimal point. यहाँ पे भी after one number, after one digit, right? So total 2 digits के बाद decimal point आएगा. So after 2 digits decimal point, so that is 43.80. Cubic meter, right? ये square meter में था, ये meter में था. So square meter into meter, cubic meter. Volume का बात कर रहे हैं, 3 dimensional quantity. Okay. So volume of the ground to be covered with gravel we know. Cost of graveling per cubic meter is 6.40. So total cost क्या होगा? Cost per cubic meter into the volume. Alright, so very easy. Cost of gravel per cubic meter is rupees 6.40. Now total cost of graveling the playground is nothing but the volume of the ground to be covered with gravel. So volume of the ground to be covered with gravel पूरा लिखो into the cost of gravel per cubic meter. Cost of gravel per cubic meter. Put the values. Volume is 43.80, cost is 6.40. मल्टीप्लाई करो, ठीक है. ये जीरोस का कोई मीनिंग नहीं है स्टूडेंट्स, ओके। इसके बाद 10 जीरोस भी पुट कर दो तो कोई पॉइंट नहीं है, ठीक है। सो 80,000 भी पुट कर दो, एक ही बात हो गया। सो 43.8 into 6.4, so forget the decimal points for now. 438 into 64, 4 8s are 32, 4 3s are 12, plus 3 15, 4 4s are 16, plus 1 17, 6 8s are 48, 6 3s are 18, plus 4, that is going to be 22, 6 4s are 24, plus 2 26. So we are getting 28032. After one digit there is decimal point after one digit, so total 2 digits, so 280.32 rupees. Don't forget the symbol of rupee, ठीक है। So the total cost of graveling the playground is rupees 280.32. Okay, that is 280 rupees and 32 paise. So don't forget the symbol, box the answer. Next question, question number 11. A square plate of side x centimeter is 8 mm thick. If its volume is 2880 square centimeter, find the value of x. Extremely easy students, there is a square plate, okay, and this square plate has side x centimeter. What is the side? We don't know, we need to find out. So square plate has side x centimeter and is 8 mm thick. So let's say that this is the square plate, okay, this is the square plate. So each side is x centimeter, right? The square plate has side x centimeter, so this is x centimeter, this is x, this is x, this is x, ठीक है। and it is 8 mm thick, it has some thickness, ठीक है। so this plate has some thickness, this thickness is 8 mm. so for the square plate, there's a square plate, we are given the side is x centimeter, thickness दिया है, that is thickness is nothing but the height, right? thickness बोलो या height बोलो, it is 8 mm. side is in centimeter, thickness is in millimeter, and volume is also given. Volume is 2880 square centimeter. So ये सेंटीमीटर है, ये सेंटीमीटर है, इसको भी सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट करते हैं। मिलीमीटर टू सेंटीमीटर, स्मॉलर टू बिगर, यू विल डिवाइड। 10 millimeter make 1 centimeter, so divide by 10. So 8 by 10 centimeter, that is 0.8 centimeter, ठीक है। Now there is a square plate having side x centimeter, okay, so इसका area क्या होगा? Area of a square is nothing but side square, right? So area of the square plate will be side into side, that is side square, right? What will be the volume of this plate? Volume of this plate is nothing but the area into the thickness, okay? So whatever is the area into the thickness or the height, ठीक है, or depth. So volume is nothing but area into the thickness. वॉल्यूम है 2880, एरिया है एक्स स्क्वायर, थिकनेस है 8 by 10। सॉल्व करके एक्स का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है, ओके। सो वेरी वेरी इजी, लेट अस सॉल्व नाउ विथ प्रॉपर स्टेप्स। देयर इज अ स्क्वायर प्लेट, सो फॉर द स्क्वायर प्लेट वी आर गिवन द साइड इज x सेंटीमीटर, सो एरिया क्या होगा? एरिया ऑफ द स्क्वायर इज नथिंग बट साइड स्क्वायर, So it will be x square, right? And volume is also given, thickness is also given to us. So first we'll write down the thickness. So thickness is 8 mm, मिलीमीटर में दिया है, सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट करना है, ठीक है. So thickness is 8 by 10 centimeter. Now volume is given to us. Volume is 2880 square centimeter. I know that volume of any object, okay, it will be, अगर uniform cross section है, if it has uniform cross section, then it will be area into the height or depth or thickness, right? So if I'm considering this square plate, okay, so it is square throughout this thickness, ठीक है. पूरा thickness यहाँ से लेके टॉप से लेके बॉटम तक पूरा स्क्वायर ही है. So area into the thickness will give me the volume of this plate. Okay, so write down volume of square plate is area into thickness or height or depth, whatever is given. ठीक है, एक ही बात हो गया. So volume का वैल्यू पुट करो, 2880 है. Area is x square and thickness is 8 by 10. So shifting this on the other side, reciprocal हो जाएगा. So starting with 2, ठीक है. 2 1s are 4s are 4s are 0. Sorry, 2 4s are होगा, 2 4s are and 2 1 4 4 0s are. 4 3s are 12. 4 6 are 24 and 0, right? So 360 into 10, that gives 3600. 36 is a perfect square, right? So if I take square root on both the sides, taking square root on both the sides, whenever you are taking square root, cube root or squaring or cubing, write down, ठीक है. So taking square root on both the sides, x square x हो जाएगा and 36 का square root क्या होता है, 6, okay, and there are 2 zeros, half हो जाएगा, okay. So even number of zeros होना चाहिए, उसका half हो जाएगा. If there were 4 then 2, okay, if there were 6 then 3. So 1 0, 6 and 0 60, ठीक है. Switch the sides, x is equal to 60. We had to find the value of x, so x is 60. Students, here you will not write down centimeter. Why? Because the square plate has side x centimeter, that is 60 centimeter. Side is 60 centimeter. So side is having length x, okay, and x का value क्या है, 60 है, ठीक है. If they ask you what is the length of the side, then you will write down 60 centimeter, but the value of x only is 60, okay. So this is 60, x is 60, centimeter अलग से है, ठीक है. x is not equal to 60 centimeter, x is 60 and it is 60 centimeter, that is x centimeter, ठीक है. So don't forget to box the answer.